Okay. I'm back to this picture. Let's say this picture is 30 years of age. When a little baby come out, 9 months old, out of the body, 30 years ago, that little baby lives inside the little baby body that become 30 years and gets the baby body out. If the mother is 30 years of age, that baby, what you're saying is 1 day old, that baby is 30 years old. The mother have this brain inside of her. Now she's pregnant. She make a photocopy, only very little. That photocopy is growing up to come up to be 30 years of age, which is just a photocopy for what already there came out very tiny, because the mother that is standing was also the tiny one that grew up. Will you ever fall in love with someone like that? Honestly. I know we all see the Michael Jackson ghost when he take the marks off, showing the skeleton is dancing. I'm 38 years of age. Let me make an example with me now. I'm 38 years of age. I'm going to be 39 every 12 months. But every 9 months, I'm 50 years of age. I'm going to be 51. That meaning the day I came out, there is 51 babies after me. Every 9 months, they come out. Every 9 months, but in thousands. 51 babies like this. In thousands, in every age like that. The sign of the cross. If you watch the human body, it's actually the sign of the cross. You notice that? The top of the head till the feet and the arm is the sign of the cross. This side, there's one age, a lot of 38 years of age, both boys and girls, like this. This side is from the oldest person till the youngest. Now, picture I'm sitting in Big Brother right now. This is my last video before I go offline and I play the video later. Picture right this minute I'm sitting in Big Brother for the next 70 years. I'm sitting like this for 70 years. 70 years later, I will be every 12 months 180 years old. If I'm sitting like this, I don't drink no water, I don't eat no food, how long do you think I will last for? If I don't drink, I don't eat, I don't get up, how long will I last for? The inside of me, it will be here, but the body will not function. The body is like a car without the oil, without the benzene to drive. The wind, it is there, but if I don't eat to make the body grow, I'm gonna be dead. Now, I have my food, I have everything next to me. Only reason is I can move here, but there's camera to watch me when I go to the toilet. The good thing you can smell it, only I can smell it. You watch me, everything I do for the next 70 years. It looks like a stupid video, I know. But just listen where it's going. 70 years I'm sitting like this. Please tell me. There's a woman who is 38 years of age like me. She have her baby body inside of her. It's not out yet. There's a woman who's 20 years of age in this world. I was 20. And now she is 20. If you understand, when I was born, before the 20 years came, my mother and my father, they have sex before the mother and father have sex for the next one to come to take the 20 years of age. It's like now. I'm 38. The one who's going to become 38, my mother and my father, they have sex. They make my face. And 1 year later, exactly, the mother and father have sex to take my second face. When I become 2, they become the 1. If you understand, I will never be 1 year old in 2 years. There's a 2 years old, there's a 1 year. So that's how you have to picture. Who have to drive the 1 year when you become 2? They have to build a face to drive the 1. Otherwise, the 1 will be disappear. The 1 just become 2. But if someone have sex and build a face, you will see the 1 year, you will see the 2. So my mother don't have the second child, but the neighbor have the second child that has to stand behind me. Understand? It's just sex make a picture. I'm sitting 70 years later. The babies that are coming, they're not out yet. They all stay in the body. I'm sitting. 20 years pass. Do you think my face will look like this? In the video, my face will stay the same. But if you're watching me with a camera, how I'm changing. If you watch, you don't see nobody comes in me and go out. But if by any luck, I get a paint, I put it inside of me, 9 months, my stomach swell, I will get somebody out of me and I hold it. You're like a baby. Yeah? Okay. Forget the baby. Forget the sperm. What happened 70 years later? What you can't see. The one that came, which is the invisible sperm, you can't see it. That's making my body for 9 months. My body is growing. When the sperm came, the belly swell up. You can see a body out. But when the sperm don't came, the invisible driver come without the sperm. The invisible driver come in my body. You can't see it. But for as long as you will fall asleep, when I'm still sitting here, you can see it happen. If you don't have to sleep, I don't have to sleep. We're going to see when Big Brother comes inside of us. If you stay awake, I stay awake. We're watching. Watch me change 70 years later. I'm like, only than 8 years. Really, I'm like this, very old. I can't walk properly. I can maybe don't even see properly anymore. What's the difference when I'm like that? 108 years. What's different when I'm like this? The tricky part is what you can see is that this face, 38 years of age, is very smooth. It holds my face tight. The 100 years of age, there's something in the skeleton that crimple the face. Understand, in the night, you sleep. You wake up. 100 years later, it doesn't matter, it's the same. If the one who's 100 years old fall asleep tonight and wake up in the morning, the baby that is 1 day old fall asleep, wake up in the morning, what's different between the two? If you understand, every night when you sleep, when you wake up, it's just daylight and a night time. The only difference is they said happy birthday every year, but you don't understand what's the meaning of the happy birthday. I'm sitting in the same chair. Someone is coming to drive my body. You understand? If in 9 months I can get a body out and hold it, you can see a new face. but it takes that somebody over there to come to drive that body. So if I don't get that person to come to drive that baby body, who's driving it? When they don't get me to get it out, they get the next person to get it out. I'm sitting here, 38 years of age. What's different with me with the 100 years old? It's just the same night time in the daytime. You're not growing. Nobody grows in the world. You don't grow. You never grow. You're not here. The energy comes and get in, stretch you when you're sleeping. 9 months, they go out. When they're going out, they leave your face crimpled. The next one come, stretching you. They only use you in and out. What's the difference when a man and a woman live in a house? What I say many times, just the two of them, they have no children. You can't see who is coming. But the minute they connect the paint, you can see the one who is coming. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. And then you see them standing 1, 2, 3, 4. Where they came from. It is what's coming inside of you. Go there. But you can capture it. But you're making a photocopy to capture it. Because someone else make a photocopy and capture it and keep it. Call it my children. It is not your child. The only reason why you see very old women acting like they are 16 is because every day is the same for them. When you fall asleep, you wake up in the morning, you know it's you. But the mirror is telling you, you look very old. If I am not 100 years old, there's somebody who's 100 years old. All the 38 years of age, all of us, we are 38, we are not 100. But 100 years, when we become 100, all of us, we're going up there. Do we grow or do we just have the old person inside our body when the moment reach? If you live next door, you're 100 years old, 30 years later, you're not there. If you're it's so real inside of you, and 30 years later, you're 130 years, you're not there. Where do you think you went? If you came out of the body, where do you went? I mean, the body came out of the body, the wind come out of the body. But like you dead, you go 6 feet. Do you go 6 feet? Or they just take you out of the list? I mean, the memory, what you think you become, which was not you, only your face stretch to become what you believe. You grow up. I'm sitting here at 38, I have a big mouth, they know it. They use somebody next door to have sex right now, this minute. 9 months later, they want to shut me up. What happened? 9 months later, I'm sleeping. I'm in the little body. I wake up. Now, they try to feed me. I don't want to be fed. They give me injection to numb my brain. For 40 days, I know it's me. But if a young baby cannot speak, it's the same way I will never tell you that was me there. Like they take my body, I go 6 feet. No, I'm the little baby. I'm not dead. They just give me a baby body. Because, 20 years later, I'm growing up before I get a big mouth again. You understand? But when I become that, someone else become my age.